Hello. Today we are going to be talking about the aliens, and I'm just going to give you my opinion on these UFOs, UAPs, and whether I think that they are actually aliens or they are just some kind of, US secret technology, some kind of drones or something like that. One thing that I want to say is that I am not a scientist. I do not want to pretend to be a scientist. I am not an UFO expert and I am not an ex-military person or something like that. So all of this is just my opinion and reality can be completely different. If you would ask me maybe 5, maybe 10 years ago, if I think that these UFOs are aliens, I would probably say that I do not think so. But if you are going to ask me now, I think that they are indeed aliens. And I think so because there is so many people with like high credentials saying the same story, and we have all of these UFO hearings, we have these whistleblowers and so on, and it seems like all of these people, they are saying the same story, and I don't think that they are lying. So I would really say that these UFOs, at least, some of them are not made by humans and they are actually aliens. There are other options, even if they are not made by humans, they do not necessarily need to be aliens. There are these options like maybe they are from other dimension, maybe they are like humans traveling in time, maybe they are something which is from Earth, something that we do not know about. Maybe they may be some kind of angels or something like that. I will discuss this a little bit later. But anyway, I would say that all of these options, out of all of these options, they are probably aliens. But yeah, we will talk about this a little bit later. Now, I would like to differentiate two questions because many time when I see YouTube comments, people take this as the same thing. There is one question if there is life or intelligent life in the universe, and the other question is if these UFOs or UAPs are actually aliens. And for me, these two questions are completely different questions. Because there may be trillions of aliens in the universe, and at the same time, these UFOs may be just some kind of US secret technology and nothing more. I don't think that they are some kind of secret technology. I genuinely think that they are aliens, but I just want to give you one little example. So imagine that in our galaxy there is around maybe 100 billion stars, maybe even more, and imagine, just an imagination, that out of these 100 billion stars, there is 10 alien civilizations in our galaxy. But all of these other civilizations, except of us, they lived maybe 100 million years ago, 500 million years ago, billion years ago, and all of them died. So right now we are alone in the galaxy. Okay? I am not saying that it is like so, just something to imagine. So imagine that there was 10 alien civilizations in the galaxy, but all of them died, and right now we are the only one left. And if this would be the case, it means that maybe on average, all of the galaxies are going to have or had 10 alien civilizations, and there is maybe, trillions of galaxies in the visible universe. So there may be maybe 20, maybe 40 trillion alien civilizations in the visible universe, and at the same time, we may be right now alone in the galaxy. So, just these two questions: are there aliens in the universe, and are these UAPs aliens? They are like completely different questions. I don't think that we are alone in the galaxy, but that's something which, it's hard to say. Now, if these are aliens, I would say that probably they are going to be from our galaxy and they are not going to be from other galaxy. Simply because, I think that it makes sense that it's easier to travel from one star system to another star system as opposed to travel from one galaxy to another galaxy. So yeah. Now, let's talk about these other options. So, let's imagine that these UFOs or the part of these UFOs, UAPs, are not made by humans. So we have these options if they are aliens, if they are from other dimension, if they are from Earth or something like that, or if they are traveling in time, something like humans from future. And as I said, out of all of these options, I would probably say that they are aliens. The reason for this is these other dimensions. We do not know if there are other dimensions, but we know that there are other planets, that there are other stars, that there are other galaxies, and so on. If there are these other dimensions, we do not know if you can go from one dimension to another dimension. And if you can go from one dimension to another dimension, we do not know if you can go with something physical. Maybe you can only consciously go from these dimensions. So we do not know if the other dimension exists. And at the same time, if they exist, we do not know if you can go from one to another. But we know that these planets, these stars, and so on, they exist. We know that it is possible to travel from one planet to another planet because we went to Moon, we went to Mars, like not humans, but rovers. So it is physically possible to travel from one star to another one. We do not have a technology to do so yet, but there is no reason why it shouldn't be impossible. And also something which would be living on the Earth with us, it is possible, but it's not really probable. Maybe there is some kind of species that was living in the ocean and right now they are intelligent as a human or something like that. It is possible, but I don't think so. So I genuinely think that that universe is not just material and there are maybe these angels, entities, DMT entities, or parallel universes or something like that. So I think that all of these things may be possible. But when we are going to be talking about these UFOs, UAPs, these material objects that we can see with the camera, that we can see with the infrared and so on, I would say that those are probably not spirits, not angels, but or not DMT entities or something, but these are probably physical 3D materials, 3D objects or something like that. Now, one thing that is really confusing for me about these UFOs is how can, if the US government is aware of these UFOs and UAPs and they are aware of this for decades, how can they keep this as a secret for so long? I could imagine that if they would find out about these UFOs in 2017, that okay, they are able to keep secret for 7 years. But if they know about these UFOs or aliens for 70 or 80 years, how it is possible that they were able to keep this as a secret? How many people are involved in this secret? Is this 7 people or 5 people who know the story and nobody else? Or is there 100 people? Because if they have this crash retrieval and reverse engineering program, there is going to be probably more people. And during the decades, people are being born, people die, so they need to people were changing in there. So for me, it's really, really hard to imagine how someone can keep this as a secret for so long. And also, once I was talking with one of my friends who doesn't think that these are aliens because he said that it is only in the United States and not in other places, which is a really, really good point. And I know that these UFOs, UAPs, they are not only in the United States, but they are in all of the countries and so on. But if the United States are aware of this for 80 years, for me there is no way that other countries are not aware of this. And if other countries like Russia, China, or Brazil, or Australia, or other countries, they are aware of it, how can 7 or 8 countries know about the aliens for 60 years and all of them are able to keep this as a secret? So I am not saying that because of this I do not believe that there are aliens. I believe that there are aliens because of all of these people like Louis Elizondo, David Grush, Ryan Graves, and so on. But for me, these are it's really, really hard to imagine how they were able to keep this as a secret. Now, I am not going to be talking about how these aliens can travel through space to come to Earth, because some scientists, they are going to tell you that it is impossible that these are aliens because the distances are so big and so on. So, as I said, I do not want to pretend to be a scientist, but I am just going to give you a little bit of my opinion. One thing is that imagine that humans, we are going to survive for million years. That's not really that possible, probable, because we have all of these wars, we have all of these nuclear weapons and so on, and we have all of these things, global warming, and we are, behaving in a stupid way. But imagine that for somehow we are going to survive for a million years. Do you think that in million years, with million years of AI, with the technology and so on, we are not going to be able to travel to other star system? We are not going to have new physics, new understanding of the reality, and so on? I think that if we are going to survive for so long, we are going to have technology which right now we cannot imagine. So for me, it's like someone who is there in the universe for a million years, longer than we, or 100 million years, or I don't know. They can have any type of technology. So yeah. I do not want to go to too much details about how I think that they may come here, because I do not know, and I do not want to go to details about the physics and so on, because I am not an expert. But I think that it's pretty possible that they have some kind of technology that allows them to come here and so on. So yeah, I am going to slowly finish the video. So I would say that they are probably not humans, because of all of these people telling the same story. Out of these options, that aliens out of other dimensions and so on, I would probably say that they are aliens. One thing which can be really, really interesting is that maybe we are not being visited by only one alien species, but maybe by 7 or maybe by 100 different species from different planets, which would be really, really interesting and really, really amazing. And one thing, it's, as I said, imagine that they are from our galaxy, which would mean that if we are not alone in the galaxy, every galaxy on average is going to have aliens. So imagine that in the universe, there is not thousand, there is not million, there is not billion, but there is more than trillion real intelligent alien species. Like, it can be really, really hard to imagine that all of the galaxies can have life, but it's pretty possible. So I think that there is no reason that someone cannot come here. So yeah, I have a video, 5 reasons why I think that the aliens are not going to attack us if they are here or if they are going to come. So I can put the link in the description. But yeah. So thank you very much for your time. I want to repeat that I am not a scientist and this was just my opinion. Reality may be different. So yeah. So I hope that you have learned something little bit. I would like to create more videos about aliens, but also about like spirituality and possibility of the maybe angels, entities and something like that. Also about life, about my struggles and things. But yeah. So one more time, thank you very much. Have a nice day and goodbye.